we're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign of what's going to happen to these other.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher Stock Channel. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, guys, of course, we get into the funny article first. Trump acquitted. After all that time, guys, remember I told you, it's all a distraction. The puppets are there to distract you from reality. Do not forget about that. Now, guys, we have Chinese tech is, of course, listing in Hong Kong instead of United States. This article says Trump, that's just because of the Hegelian dialectic. It has nothing to do with Trump. We know that China is going to rise and Babylon is going to fall. Remember, everything that China has, we gave to them. Now, guys, we have Playboy has gone public now, and that was a SPAC, and the actual ticker is PLBY. That's PLBY. I think that's their second time going public. Now, guys, don't forget that Monday is a holiday, so the stock market is not going to be open. So, of course, I'm going to do another video there for tomorrow, but just don't forget that Monday is a holiday, so it's not going to be open. Now, when it comes to the C-word vaccines, guys, we have CVS, Walgreens rolling out. Remember, I advised you that CVS and Walgreens are now going to be your doctor's office. Remember, the crypto teacher advised you that. We see it slowly being set up, guys. If you go to your hospital, even though you actually see things on the media, if you go to your actual hospital, just drive to your hospital, you see how empty it is. Hospitals were not like that in 2019. Guys, please go drive. Don't look at your TV, guys. Go take that drive so you can see for yourself how empty it is. Now, getting over into ARK Investments, guys. Remember, this is a public portfolio. It lets you know the percentage they're investing in, what they're doing. So please go check that out. The same way when it comes to cryptos, we know Andreessen is my guy. If you pay attention to my main channel, Crypto Teacher, when it comes to A16Z, ARK Investment is definitely a great portfolio to look at because it's all about innovation. It's all about looking forward and what the New World Order wants to invest in. So basically, of course, they have percentages of Square, Zillow, PayPal, Tencent, of course, which is China, Teladoc, when we're talking about health, CVS, Walgreens, Teladoc, you're sitting there, instead of you going into the doctor's office, you're on your phone or you're on your computer speaking to your doctor. Of course, Tesla, but we know that's a New World Order stock. None of their numbers make any sense. And Grayscale, of course, Grayscale is what? Bitcoin. Now, we have some companies that are going to be raising the dividends, guys. We have UPS. We have Wyndham Hotel and Resorts, PepsiCo, Cisco, and CSX. And, you know, I've been over plenty of times about this railroad company. But definitely, guys, when it comes to dividend stocks, you definitely want about 3 or 4. Not your financial advisors, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But majority of the solid dividend stocks, even when we go through a correction, they don't take a big hit. But they don't take big increases also. Now, also, getting over into cannabis stocks, guys. As we know, when I went over my last video, I think it was Thursday, told you, please take profits. It went up 50%. As we can see, it got a correction. Not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But this is definitely a great time to go back and re-enter. But guys, always pay yourself. Always. Just like I said, this depends how many shares you have, but always pay yourself. I don't care what the situation is. Definitely take some profits. When you see a 50% increase, guys, pay yourself. Now, we had two of the dating sites, Bumble and Match, going public. And guys, you may not think this is a big deal, but when you start adding virtual reality to these dating sites and all the data, it definitely becomes big. But you have to be able to see down the future to understand it. So definitely, guys, when you add virtual reality, especially with Facebook, when they add that virtual reality, it's going to be out of this world. Remember, guys, what they're doing. They're building the fourth industrial revolution, Society 5.0, robots, virtual reality, algorithms, drones. That's all it's going to be. Now, getting over to precious metals, guys, we have platinum reaches a 6-year high. Now, you know I have the Crypto Teacher channel, guys. Definitely, I'm into cryptos. A lot of money to be made, but I also have my precious metals. I've always collected precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, palladium. Guys, I understand. It's like I said, I'm going to say this again. Not your financial advice, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But as long as the central banks are the biggest holders of gold, I'm definitely going to keep my precious metals. But as like I said, definitely Bitcoin, as we can see, almost at 50,000. It was definitely great if you went at the right time. Me personally, I would never buy to hodl at this time. This is a time, if you're into cryptos, this is the time you trade, buying low, keep selling high. Same way as it buy the dips, sell high. That's the way to go right now. I definitely see a correction in cryptos and in the stock market. Remember, the Crypto Teacher advised you of that. Now, guys, the big news. Now, we have the Fed doing a stress test, guys. And we know when we say stress test, that means they're doing a test. Remember, that's the reason why I played the video at the beginning. They always test something before they actually do it. Don't forget about Event 201. Now, guys, they're going to be doing a stress test to see whether the banks can handle a recession. 10% unemployment, which we know we're way over. Commercial real estate, we know it's done. Corporate debt, we know it's done. A decline in equities by 55%. But guys, we know all this is going to happen. But we know, what are they going to run in with? Cryptos, universal basic income. That's going to be a way to handle this inflation. They have the solution, but they have to create the problem for the masses. Wait for the reaction, and then they run in with the solution. We know the game, but the masses don't understand it. It's important to understand finances, and then also it's important to understand the New World Order. But it's definitely coming. A day of reckoning is going to happen. And while everybody's going to say, oh, the stock market crashed, oh, it's going to go right back up. No, it is not. No, it is not, guys. It's not going back up. Remember what Blackstone stated. We're going to have a whole 10 years in the United States with no growth. All the markets overseas are going to go up. China, Japan, Africa. The emerging markets are going to rise. That's the reason why Biden did the Made in America speech, because they know they want the Americans doing hard labor. You don't want to do that type of labor, guys. You want to be making the product so you can sell to other countries. But the fact is that if we have these big corporations, not the small companies, but if we have these big corporations and you're working for them, you already know what the end result is, guys. We don't have unions like we used to have. It's game over. But then lastly, guys, we have the Japan earthquake. Don't forget, guys, that it's near Fukushima. That's definitely going to have an effect in the markets. I saw it nowhere on the news. Of course, you've seen the articles, but nowhere. When I went on YouTube the day it happened, no major news outlet, not one, was on YouTube about that. So, guys, make sure you keep an eye on that. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the Crypto Teacher channel, guys. Please go check it out. Like, subscribe, learn the new economy, blockchain. Also, guys, this channel, like, subscribe, spread everywhere. And y'all have a wonderful day.